All right, hello everybody. Welcome to episode 17 of Friendetta, the revenge episode. Did that sound revengey enough? Is that a revenge out of 10?
Yeah.
All right, okay. Well, okay, Paul. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I don't have enough angst pent up within me to do it. Anyways, as I mentioned, this is the revenge episode, and every deck here you've seen before, and everyone who's playing you've seen before, if you're an avid watcher of the show. And if you aren't, this is technically spoilers, but you should still go back and watch the others. I have with me my Patch Notes boyfriend, our good dino boy, Paul Perscheid, down beneath me. Diagonal across from me, it's our longtime friend showing off his cat tribal deck. That's not what it is. He'll tell you about it. That's just my favorite joke. Shinkari is over there with the new playmat, and using one of my favorite playmats, the hard chiseled abs of Daddy Bells and Lock, all the way from the ass crack of dawn in the United Kingdom. It is Jack. That's back. There you go. There's that beautiful hand modeling. So like I said, this is the revenge episode. So every deck here has lost. And it wasn't pretty. Either, to varying degrees, the decks got to do things in their time, but usually they were, maybe they stumbled, maybe they got crushed by a combo, maybe they got crushed by a combo that wasn't legal. Who can really say? But a lot of terrible fates have befallen our heroes and their commanders here, so we are bringing them all out to give them one more shot at redemption. 4 enter, only one can leave. And before we begin actually going quickly through the deck tech and walking down history lane, I want to do a few shoutouts. First off, this show and every other thing that I do, my stream, my soon-to-be other projects that appear on this channel are powered by Patreon. And if you would like to join the ever-growing list of patrons, we will have a Patreon link on the screen. I don't know what it's going to look like because we're filming this a day apart from the previous episode, but it won't look like the Command Zone one because that seems like a bad idea. But I am doing a thing that is like the Command Zone, where we are going to shout out patrons. And this week's patron of the week is somebody that Paul knows. It's Benjamin Lindsay. Shout out to Benjamin Lindsay, also known as Lobo, a designer who started at Riot right about the time that I left. And we ended up having a really cool conversation when he was working on some of the itemization. I've since seen him around. Cool dude. And thank you so much for supporting me and really supporting all of us on the show. So if any of y'all want to be in that, there's the link. You can do that. The other 2 links that you should check out, which will be appearing on the screen somewhere around the time that I say this, I have hope that it will, are checking out. We have 2 of the biggest contributors to this show that are not myself and the folks that you see on screen, the people behind the screen. We have Cameron Hill, my editor, my longtime good boy, my friend from high school and beyond, all the way back in Alabama. And Cameron runs something called the Coventry Podcast. You can find it at twitter.com/CoventryPod, facebook.com/CoventryPodcast, or CoventryPodcast.com. And those, what the Coventry Podcast is a real play D&D podcast. So if you're like really anyone in our current year and you love things like Critical Role or The Adventure Zone or, any of these other sort of things, really absolutely go check it out. They're available on the website that I just said. I think iTunes. Cameron will have this stuff. Yeah, iTunes and Google Play and all of that. The other is Carlos Picone, who does all of the fantastic headshots and art for the show, all the original art on our thumbnails. You can check out Carlos' work at artstation.com/Carlos Picone, or his Tumblr, which I believe is just Fishbeard, and his Twitter, which is also Fishbeard. I still haven't checked with him if he wants me to put those on there, so if not, we'll static them out. But there it is. Those are the folks who help make this happen that you don't see on screen, and I wanted to give them a quick shout out and let you know where you can go appreciate more of their work. Anyways, that is enough for me. We're going to start in turn order, which is going to be Paul. Paul, you are playing the big dino. Tell us about your deck, but also tell us about what you are here to get revenge on.
Oh, yes. So, Gishath's son's avatar is a dinosaur who really just smashes down the gates of Jurassic Park so that other dinosaurs can come play too. And the interesting thing in terms of where we ended up in the last matches, the loss really wasn't the part that stung. If anyone watched the first season of the Pokemon anime and remembers when Ash got to the Elite Four, and his Charizard just decided to go to sleep. That's basically what happened.
Okay, I like that description. Yeah, this is episode 6. If anyone wants to know what happened to Paul, you can find that out.
So we had a couple conversations, me and this dinosaur, and we'll see if this time maybe he wants to be a little more cooperative.
Well, just to jump back in, I know you're not tired of me talking yet. I am playing my favorite partners, Gorm+Virtus, my poison boys, the murder boyfriends. We have these great poison type sleeves here. Paul said that I should call them Ekans and Coughing, and I kind of like that, but I kind of don't. So we'll see. I'm sure people in the comments might like it. Anyways, this is a green-black Voltron deck that actually features either no or very little equipment that buffs the power and toughness. I kind of have set myself a few rules for this deck, just to go over it super quickly, which is basically almost all of my card draw, if not all of my card draw, comes from the attack step. I have a whole host, a rogues gallery of kind of the worst creatures in green and black to get attacked by. So there's a lot of things that care about dealing combat damage, which I felt like was a pretty unique departure from the other green and black decks that you see, which are normally very graveyard focused. However, and I believe it was episode 9, we faced off, Paul and I and the other Alex. We faced off against the Reaper King, and I made a terrible mistake in that I had an opportunity to take Aury to about 19 to 17 life. And because I missed one attack when she started to go off, it was too late. And we all, there was a right of replication. There were 25 permanents destroyed. So if there's a lesson that I'm trying to bring into this game is that no matter how bad that I feel for everyone on this table, I need to not hesitate when it comes to attacking the biggest threat, or I could ensure the doom of us all. So that's going to be what I'm going to try to focus on here. Jack, you're back with the Fish Boy. Tell me about what you're here to do.
I'm playing Kumena, Tyrant of Erazka again. He's a 1 green-blue, 2/4 Merfolk Shaman with a lot of kind of good usability text. But last time I was here, fish people need islands and forests to walk through and have good times in, and that didn't happen. We were almost okay, but then actual mortars hit us in the face.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to take some revenge for that at least.
Yeah. I will say though, you cast probably the most one of the more potent counter spells I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, I cast a counter spell and murdered someone. That was fun.
You had one bullet and you absolutely used it. But no, after that,
I hope I can recreate that again. But yeah, so I'm just going to be looking to swarm out with my once fish people, now actual sharks looking for blood, and hopefully kill everyone.
All right, Shinkari, lastly, it's you. I don't even know what else to say, so I'll let you take it away on this one.
Hi, so I'm playing Lord Windgrace, and for those that have already watched the episode, this is my Lands Matters deck. And in the last episode, Lands mattered so much because I didn't draw any of them.
They were really important.
I blame them. Super important. So much that my deck got relegated to, Kitty Cat Planeswalker tribal deck. So today I'm hopefully going to get some revenge. I have suited up the deck with a few extra land cards, and we're going to get some revenge on all the aggressive decks that didn't give me enough time to find more lands. I'm not really scared of anyone else at the table. I'm going to play a bunch of lands. I'm going to get out of control, and these guys are not going to be able to stop me.
Ooh, okay, all right. So we got a lot of fighting words, but it's time for those actions to be the ones that come out. So we are going to go ahead and start.
Charizard!
Paul, you won the invisible die roll, which means it is your turn. You start, and according to the command zone, you have a significantly higher win rate than the rest of us, so everybody get him.
Oh boy, I'm glad that's...
Fuck him up! No, earlier today I was like, man, I'm going to be nice to Paul, and then you won the die roll.
Well, so here's what we're going to do then, just to, maybe roll with it. I'm going to play a Fortified Village, revealing a forest in my hand.
All right.
So it does not come out tapped. I'm then going to tap that village to commune with the dinosaurs.
Whoa, okay.
God.
That's neat. All right.
And so what
does
that does is I'll look at the top 5 cards of my library. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can reveal a dinosaur or a land and put it into my hand. The rest go on the bottom of my library. So I'm going to resolve this. Yes, I will reveal a jungle shrine.
Whoa, that's like the best one. That's the best one of those lands you could have gotten. That isn't Command Tower.
Yeah, so that will go to my hand, and that will be my turn.
All right, sweet. I will draw my card for the turn, and I will play a Hissing Quagmire tapped. Hissing Quagmire can tap for black or green mana, or for 1, a black and a green. It can become a 2/2 black elemental creature with Death Touch. So you gotta watch out. It can sneak at you. Jack, take it away. Draw some lands, please, God.
Well, I'm going to play Command Tower and pass.
All right. Now go ahead, draw a card. I'm going to play a Verdant Catacombs, and I'm going to immediately search and pass the turn over. I'm going to be grabbing a Cinderglades.
It's a nice, reasonable start from everyone at the
no one's going out of control. I don't have the Lightning Greaves curve, so y'all are okay.
I'm going to go ahead and play that Jungle Shrine tapped and pass the turn.
Play that beautiful Jungle Shrine. Okay, forgot I put this in there. Sweet. I will just play a Swamp, and I will pass turn to you, Jack.
Cool. I'm going to draw. And I think we should start seeing some fish people now, so I'm going to play Deep Elite. It's a 2-mana 1/1 Merfolk with whenever another Merfolk enters the battlefield under my control, I can put a +1/+1 counter on target Merfolk I control.
Okay, so this is the one I've seen this on Magic Arena. This one gets out of hand.
Yeah, this one sees play. And I'll pass the turn after that.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play Dragon Skull Summit. Comes into play on tap because I control a mountain. Then I'm going to tap 2 and play everyone's favorite old snake man. It's Steve!
Hey!
Soccer of a Tri-Builder. I get to sacrifice him and search my library for a basic land card, put that into play tapped.
I think you're going to just have more lands on turn 4 than you've had the entire game last time. No, that's not a jab. I'm proud. I'm excited for you. It's good. I'm glad.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and play a forest for a turn. I'm then going to tap 1, 2, 3 for a Wayward Swordtooth.
Whoa, that's a dino.
Yeah, it's a 5/5, but he's lost until I control 10 or more permanents, which means can't attack or block. So right now it's just kind of chilling out, almost basically an enchantment, but that quote-unquote enchantment says I can play an additional land on each of my turns. So I'm going to go ahead and use that ability to play an unclaimed territory enters tapped, declaring dinosaurs.
Yeah, so it's just multicolor for dinos, basically.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if it was Shinkari who said it. Somebody said it that I haven't been able to stop thinking about Wayward Swordtooth. The art, it's literally like busting, and it's like, where the fuck am I? like you just look at it, like it's just run into a room, and it's like, what's going on?
It's quite lost. Let's see how uncoordinated I am.
Well, you don't think about it, right? Because you think it's just, that's the typical dino pose, right? But the background is it's like in a temple. It doesn't know where the hell it is.
It reminds me of that of the scene from Emperor's New Groove where Kronk puts his hand and he puts himself outside the window and is like, wow, who would have guessed that trapdoor would have led me here? Like,
yeah, that's it now. That's Wayward Swordtooth. He's actually voiced by Patrick Warburton. There we go. All right, I've played a third land, and I got a bunch of 3-mana plays, and none of them are that great. I feel like I shouldn't, or should I just play Virtus? Maybe that's okay. You know what? You know what I am? I am going to play Virtus. And I'm not really, I don't know that I want to immediately attack someone, but and maybe this is a terrible move, but I am afraid of all of you and what y'all's decks can do. So I feel like if I just play Virtus, maybe I'm in a bargaining position. So I will play Virtus the Veiled, 1/1 Death Touch. When Virtus the Veiled deals combat damage to a player, that player loses half their life rounded up. So it's you don't want to get stabbed by this little boy. Jack, take it away.
I'm definitely going to play a forest, and I'm just going to bust out the commander here.
Yay! Kumena.
I'm going to have the trigger from Deeper Elite, and I'm going to put this 1/1 counter on top of my Kumena. Everyone, okay. Yeah, no, I'm just going to pass there. Just leave my
The Deep-Rooted Lead is a
Beautiful
1/1 by itself?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice my Sakura Tribe Elder.
You got yourself a land.
All right. Untap, upkeep, and draw.
Show me that 4th land, baby.
All right. Yep, it's going to happen. Boom.
Hey! Did it.
Hey.
Got there.
So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to tap 3, and I'm going to cast Cultivate.
Wow. Okay. You're doing it. You're doing it. He's doing it.
Lands are mattering so much right now. I'm going
Holy
to search my
shit.
library for a basic land card, put one into my, or 2 basic land cards, put one into my hand and the other one into play. And then I'm going to put a forest into my hand. I feel really bad because that forest is not a full art Zendikar land, but
It's all right. That's why it's in the hand. That's why it didn't go directly into play.
yeah.
It's got to wait.
Consider yourself wamped.
Consider yourself wamped. All right, gonna shuffle up, put this cultivate into the graveyard, and we're going to do the thing I said I was going to do. I'm going to tap 1, and I'm going to play a Dragon Master Outcast.
Whoa.
At the beginning of my upkeep, if I control 6 or more lands, I put a 5/5 red dragon token onto the battlefield.
1, 2,
Do you own
3.
6 or more lands?
I hold 5 lands currently.
Let's put down a mountain. And then, oh yeah, there's an and. There's definitely
shit.
an and.
Uh-oh.
Let's go with,
I feel so like what such weak shit with my 3
white,
lands.
1, 2, 3. So 5 mana for a Trapjaw Tyrant. Trapjaw Tyrant is a 5/5 with Enrage. Whenever Trapjaw Tyrant is dealt damage, exile target creature an opponent controls until Trapjaw Tyrant leaves the battlefield. I will take this opportunity for that political play to mention it's not opponents who damage Trapjaw Tyrant. So there could be deals. That's all I'm gonna say.
I see. Well, okay. and then that's all. That's all you got.
No, I will choose to once again exercise Wayward Swordtooth's ability.
I see.
Play a second land. It'll be a Reliquary Tower, and then that will be my turn because the Swordtooth is still not found his way toward wherever he's trying to get.
Okay, Paul.
Hi.
Do you feel like working together a little bit?
I'm down to work together.
Okay, because here's the thing. You know that this deck does one thing. And you should know that because I did it to you a little bit last time. And I'd like to make up for that. I'm going to play a Homeward Path. Each player gains control of all creatures they own, or it taps for mana. So normally this is better against a lot of blue decks, but there's really only one blue deck, and I don't know how much it's going to steal people's shit. So that's kind of the situation here. So I have that because it's really important. If one of these creatures gets taken, it's kind of over. There's really not much that you can do. So what I'm saying is I would like to hit somebody, and if I try to go in on hitting somebody, it's going to leave me open. So that's kind of you see where I'm going with this. I would like to hit someone who's not you, in exchange for you maybe not punching me directly.
Oh yeah, I'm just I'm just trying to build the defenses up right now till Gishath gets out.
All right, so that's a cool. I can hit someone and you're not going to punch me.
Yeah. Plus, then you can't block with anything, and then I won't get an enrage trigger. So.
Yeah. Well, he's got Death Touch too. Yes, there's a whole. I would love to in the future. I'm down to just like block and stuff, but my only 2 potential creatures just have fucking Death Touch, which is kind of a downer. All right, I'm gonna play a unique card. 2 mana. I'm gonna play a card called Trailblazer's Boots. It's an equipment that says equipped creature has non-basic land walk, which in Commander means unblockable. So basically, it's literally unblockable unless my opponent controls no non-basic lands. Then I'll tap 2. I will equip them onto Virtus, and then Virtus is going to go blazing some trails, I think. Paul, you got any opinions on this? I think I have to hit Shinkari.
I haven't played either of these decks, so I'll leave that to you to decide since you've got that past experience.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I'm thinking it's got to be Alex. That's a really terrifying ramp start. You've got a really powerful threat on board. Paul's also really spooky, but
yeah. Well, ignore the fact that I currently have more lands than Alex.
Well, currently, I think it's going to get out of control. But yeah, I'll send this at Shinkari.
All right. So that's an unblockable coming at me. How much damage?
1.
Okay.
And then you go to 17.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Oh, no, sorry, 19.
Awesome.
All right. Well, that's it. That's my one attack, folks. Yep. See you later. That's it. All right, Jack, take it away.
Well, that attack definitely occurred.
You're not wrong. It did. It did happen.
Do I just want to start going off? I don't want to be a difficult.
That's a statement. That's always a statement.
Yeah, that's definitely a statement. Wow.
That's not, look, I had a 50-50 on hitting the right person here, and I at least know what Lord Windgrace does. That's how it is.
The Trapjaw Tyrant is a 5/5?
Yes, that is correct.
Yes, you get a pair of 5/5s, just one of them can't attack or block.
Well, I like to hit people in the face, so I'm going to help do that some more. I'm going to play Merfolk Sovereign.
Okay.
Other Merfolk get +1/+1, and I can tap it to make another Merfolk unblockable. And then I'm going to get my Deeproot Elite trigger onto this Kumena.
Okay, so Kumena is a 4/6.
And then I'm going to make Kumena unblockable until end of turn.
Right, yeah, because Kumena itself has that ability, right? It's the Kumena. Sorry, so just as a refresher, because we didn't talk about it in the intro, it's 1 to make Kumena unblockable, 3 to draw a card, and 5 to
put 1/1 counters on all Merfolk I control.
I see. It's not even the ones that just tapped; it's all of them.
It's just all of them. Yep.
All right. Woo! That one good out of control.
Who do I want to send this 5/7 Kumena at?
It's 5. Oh, right, because it's getting buffed by the Lord.
I get the Lord. Yeah. Okay. God, that's a lot of dinosaur power that's potentially swinging my way next turn.
It is, but here's the thing. Does it have to swing at you?
Well, I feel like attacking Shinkari is probably awful.
Yeah, that would be a little weird.
I'm open for business.
Even with Gishath, 17 is like less damage than I'll take from a single hit. From Pat.
I think attacking me is a mistake at this point.
I mean,
I want revenge for those martyrs. I'm going to send it at Pat.
There you go. That's fine. That's true. I did. The mortars did come at you. All right, so I'm going to go to 35, and 5 of that is commander damage. Yikes. All right.
And I'll pass the turn there.
All right. I'll untap. I'm going to tap 5 and bring out the Catman himself, Lord Windgrace.
Woo!
Hooroo! So his first ability is a +2, and I discard a card, and then I draw a card. And if the land discarded was a land, I draw an additional card. I return up to 2 land cards from my graveyard to the battlefield, and then I destroy up to 6 non-land permanents, and then I can put 6 2/2 green cat warrior creature tokens with Forest Walk onto the battlefield.
So, but mostly it's the first 2 abilities that you're using as sort of a draw engine through your deck to get a bunch of lands into play.
All right. So we are going to +2 Lord Windgrace. I'm going to discard this mountain that isn't a full art, and we're going to draw 2 cards.
Get him out of here.
Not even good enough for the board.
I'm going to play a forest.
I was hoping you were going to save that one and get rid of that one too.
Nope.
All full arts for the graveyard.
We do need the forests. I think that is going to be it for me. Go ahead.
And Gishath costs 7 or 8?
Gishath costs 8.
Okay, so you could just rip double lands into fucking Gishath time here.
Yes, that would be delightful, and I hate to say it's not going to happen. See, here's the thing about the Sword Tooth. That tank runs out.
Yeah. It's like, you're not Windgracing it here. You're not, like, churning through the deck. You have to eventually run out of gas.
Yes, this is correct. So what I will choose to do instead is 1, 2, 3. This costs 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. Cool. I'm just gonna play out a Ripjaw Raptor. It also has Enrage. It's a 4/5, and when it's dealt damage, draw a card. So maybe I can stock back up.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, because I'm missing a land drop, that does not activate Ascension, which means still lost.
Yeah, still
for,
lost.
For at least another turn.
Waywoosa, lost but seeking.
Quite.
But no, I was going to say I really like the Enrage mechanic, because it's like, you don't print a shitload of dinosaurs in a dinosaur set and then make the person afraid to attack, right? So it's just like a good, it's like, well, attack into them, and even if they block, even if they die, you're going to get some cool stuff that's usually going to happen.
Yeah.
So I dig
I'm
it.
gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's our. I'm going to attack Lord Windgrace with the trap shot tyrant.
Okay, I think that might actually just be a straight up mistake.
Ooh.
But, I'm not going to be able to tell you otherwise, so I guess I'm just taking the damage.
I was hoping you were gonna block with the outcast.
I'm not going to block with the outcast.
Damn. Okay, pass turn.
Yep.
Draw my card. The turn. Oh, okay. It's an interesting one. Sorry, I haven't played this deck since Guilds of Ravnica came out, and I basically just put a bunch of cool Golgari cards into it. Because it's not every day a bunch of green-black cards fall into your lap. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay, so I will play a Swamp, and I have 5. Man. All right, so I'm pretty sure I've pissed off Shinkari for life. Because that's just what you do with the Virtus attack.
Yep.
That's just what happens.
Yep.
If it makes you feel better, I think he might be more, at least splitting that anger.
No, totally. Well, I'm saying it's like he's probably not feeling great about both of us, but now we've got Fishman that attacked me for 5, and I don't think he's going to stay a 5/7 forever. So, I'm trying to think over my options here.
That's probably a fair assessment.
Yeah. I do feel like I probably have to get in with Virtus though, because it's what the deck does. So I'm going to send this one at Jack.
Sure, buddy.
There it is. That good catchphrase. Sure, buddy. I'll get that on a fucking t-shirt. Get that on a coffee mug. All right, so you lose 1 and you go to 39, and then you lose 20 and you go to 19.
Welcome to Friendetta, everyone.
I love you all so much, individually, and not in the context of this game. All right. Fuck. What is all this shit I want to do? Man, there's gonna be fucking drag. All right, I'm gonna pass the turn with all my mana available. I don't like any of this shit. All right, go.
Cool. Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
I'm just a trailblazing Azra assassin. All I want to do is sneak on over and take your hit points.
What?
A lot of people don't know that's what he sounds like, but that's actually his VO.
That's actually
Wizards, call me if you want to put Battle Bond on Arena. I'll do it.
Scary bunch of dinosaurs. Do I just want to continue playing creatures and hope for the best?
I'm sure that's never gone wrong for anybody.
Never ever.
Oh, I'm gonna cast Adaptive Automaton.
Ooh.
And I'm going to choose Merfolk when it enters the battlefield.
So which one is the Adaptive Automaton?
It becomes a Merfolk, and it becomes a Merfolk Lord as well.
Oh.
So.
Does it enter the battlefield as a Merfolk?
No, it does not. So it does not trigger my Deep Root.
I see. Okay, it's after it comes into play, it turns into the thing.
Yep.
That makes sense. It's got to see what it's turning into. It's got to.
Yeah, obviously.
Taking the surroundings. It's the guy that just going to want to blend in at the party, doesn't want to seem uncool.
Shows up extremely metal, skin to a fucking fish party, and is like, yes, I too love rivers.
He walks in, sees everyone dressed as fish, shuts the door, opens up, and he's got just gills drawn on his metal neck.
That's it. That's new canon. He has a fucking Sharpie pen that he uses. All right.
I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to send blockable Kumena at Paul.
This is fair, and I believe it's now, because of the automaton, a 6/8?
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that's very correct.
All right. So that puts me down to 34
Take it.
with that 6 fish damage.
Okay. All right.
And I'll pass the turn after that.
All right. I'm going to go to my untap. Upkeep, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands. I have 6. I can count.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is it dragon time?
So I get a 5/5 red flying dragon. It's a dragon.
Boy.
The dragon.
It's a dragon. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw. All right. So I was hoping to return up to 2 lands from my graveyard, but I guess that's not going to happen.
Is it a -2? So it would just kill him?
Yeah, it's -3 actually.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, so you don't even have the option. I see.
Yep.
All right.
So I'm going to go ahead and discard the swamp card, and I'm going to draw 2.
It's the full art swamp. Can you at least hide that for us? Can you put it on the bottom stack? It's unclean.
Just
the
undesirable.
Just
put it right there.
Yeah. You'll never know.
Yeah. I'm going to tap 3, and I'm going to play the card that we were joking about earlier, Zusa, Lost But Seeking.
Shit. Okay.
Sure.
And then I'm going to follow it up with Patrick's favorite card in all of Magic the Gathering.
Off.
I hope
Why
you're
does
ready
this
for
have
it.
to happen?
Life from the Loam.
Why does? God damn it. Okay.
So I'm going to return up to 3 target land cards from my graveyard to my hand. 1, 2, 3. And then Life from the Loam is going to go to the graveyard.
Paul, are you going to attack this motherfucker?
Look, what I'm thinking about right now is that I don't have Armageddon in this deck.
All right, no, here's the deal. If I, if I get rid of that dragon, will you just attack the shit out of him?
Let me think. Okay, the 5/5, the 1/1. I don't remember Zeus's stats, but it's not a 5.
It's a 1/2.
Okay.
It's not gonna fuck with your thing.
Yeah, this is
Am I hearing a yes? Am I hearing something?
I will say I am a little bit worried about a bunch of fish just swimming into my area when my dinos are out to play. That's a concern.
They don't have to swim into your area.
You know what? Sorry. I like to sometimes... Whoa, what the fuck was that? That was like the more you know. What the hell? All right. No, I was gonna hold off and make a more strategic play, but then you blatantly taunted me. So I'm gonna play Windgrace's Judgment.
Oh.
All right.
And I'm gonna destroy Kumena and the dragon and nothing from Paul's board.
I want to respond by tapping free Merfolk to draw a card. And
all right, no more dragon.
Dragon.
There you go, Paul. You don't have to worry about a 6/8, and you don't have to worry about a 5/5 blocker.
All right. So I'm going to continue. So again, I'm guessing Azusa then resolves.
Yeah. Sorry, at the appropriate time. I know people are like, you don't have priority, and you're very right, Southern YouTube commenter. That is how it works.
Here, I'll give a northern one as too. Hey, you ain't got priority. Why the hell you
I was doing it in response to the Life from the Loam. Maybe you forgot that card doesn't make my blood pressure upset. Okay.
I'm gonna play and activate a Verdant Catacombs, and I would love to grab like an Overgrown Tomb, but we talked about the lands mattering. Mm-hmm. Now my life total matters.
This is a life matters deck.
This is a life matters. Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that Forest for turn. Here's my second additional land for turn.
Mm-hmm.
And that is it. But I will not end my turn. Hey, Pat, that's a really cool Windgrace's Judgment. I am going to destroy your boots.
Hull Breach.
Goodbye, boots. All right, Paul. I've done my best to make you feel conscious, or what? Consciousable? Is that how you say it?
I'm not sure which word you're going.
I made the attack good for you.
Yeah.
Now you don't have to feel bad about it.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. I don't know why that voice has become the avatar.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to pay 2 to cast a Boros Signet, simply for the sake of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, City's Blessing. I've ascended. The Sword Tooth has found its way. This doesn't actually go here, but I'm gonna say it does.
Yeah, I guess because it's going to the city. I don't want to live on this farm anymore, Grandpa. I'm moving to the city.
Actually, I think that is the case, because it's like all that shit was happening in the city, and this little friend just wanted to get in on the action. It's like, this isn't a tree. It's a weird-shaped rock. Why is this rock so smooth? Why is everything gold? Who knows? Okay.
He finally shows up to where all the dinosaurs are. Craig, where have you been? What do you mean? I've been trying to find you guys.
Am I on time?
Well, I have to think that Craig, the Wayward Swordtooth, is the kind of friend that takes forever to get there, but does bring snacks. Yeah. Right? Like it brought all these extra land drops. And you see, you can't be too mad.
Is land snacks?
Yeah, well, or what? I'm trying to think of a thing it could bring, Paul. Yes, and. You gotta...
Okay.
Guys, I brought hot Cheetos.
Oh, Craig, we can never stay mad at you. Get on in this attack step.
But okay, so combat's gonna happen. It's gonna be the Raptor at Windgrace for Xaxes, and these two otherwise at Alex. So at least 5 will get through.
Oh man, dude, You're killing me, man. Come on.
Look, you brought this upon yourself.
This turn, I will just straight out say was like a turn of obligation.
Okay.
To Patrick.
How about this? I'll let you kill Lord Windgrace. I'll even put Azusa in front of your 5/5 so that you can exile Pat's commander.
Exile the boyfriend? You know, I want to say
I will purposefully block with Azusa.
I mean, if you don't, you know where this attack's going. I'm seeing red. I have to.
You know, it's
I'm
true.
letting you kill. Look, you're getting 2 removals out of this combat.
I am getting 2. Yes, I really do.
You're getting a whole lot out of this.
So I am going to.
You can also remove a Merfolk Lord.
I could, but I believe that there were at least strong intimations that were I to not go after the fishbowl, that I would not have to worry about it if I were to shields down myself. So yeah, we're gonna go forward with this whole scenario. So Raptor will go to Windgrace, Trapjaw and Swordtooth will go toward Alex. Azusa will go in front of the Trapjaw Tyrant. And the Trapjaw Tyrant will then eat Ekans.
Wow.
Yes.
That's the most fucked up shit I've ever heard. Does this ever come back?
You can... So it's Oblivion Ring, basically. So you can leave it under the Tyrant, or you could just send it to the command zone.
And how big is your card?
That's a 5/5.
It's a 5/5. Yeah, I guess I have to put it over here. All right. That's the last time I ever trust Paul.
I honestly can't blame you. So then what I'm going to do to round the turnout is 1 into the Boros Signet plus the Fortified Village for green. I will play Mael's Aria. This is an enchantment. At the beginning of my upkeep, put a 1/1 counter on each creature I control if I control a creature with power 5 or greater. Then I gain 10 life if I control a creature with power 10 or greater. Then I win the game if I control a creature with power 20 or greater.
Okay.
Cool. So that's going to be the turn.
So and I'm just open. I'm going to play this Jungle Hall and I'm going to gain 1 life. Open question to the non-Paul people.
Oh.
No, I'm just like, do y'all have a plan for that, or are you just going to get killed by the dinos?
A little bit.
I have plans.
Okay. All right. Look, I mean, if you do, that's fine. That's a legitimate question.
I mean, my original plan was killed by your Windgrace's judgment, but sure.
I mean, yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
I'm going to tap 5. I'm going to play Archfiend of Depravity. Archfiend of Depravity
that is really hard to see.
It's a flying 5/4. Yeah, it's just like all dark on dark in here.
Yeah.
It's a flying 5/4 that says at the beginning of each opponent's end step, that player chooses up to 2 creatures they control, then sacrifices the rest.
Oh.
There you go. So Shinkari, you don't mind at all. You can have your dragon buddy. Everyone else, slow down.
Well, this does also kind of have an issue with the card I was going to play, but okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know everything that's in your hand, homie.
Start with Avenger and end with Zendikar?
No.
I see. Okay. Well, anyways, that's it. That's all that I can do on my turn. Just play this 5/4 flyer.
Not Patrick, people. Particularly Paul.
Hi.
How much do we not like that Archfiend?
The Archfiend, I'm gonna say, will be manageable for me. Cause
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if that is reverted, then I'm going to just tap 2, and I'm going to play Quest for Renewal.
Ooh.
It's an enchantment with whenever a creature I control becomes tapped, I put Quest counter on it. As long as there are 4 or more Quest counters on it, all creatures I control untap during each of a player's untap step.
And how do you put the counters on there again? I apologize.
Tapping creatures I control.
I see.
So that Archfiend has a body.
Does.
Yes.
It's I love how you say that while
In
literally
other news, water makes you wet.
You say that while playing on an Archfiend that definitely has a body.
Oh yeah.
There's a few things I want fans of this show to know, and the fact that I'm horny for Demon Lord Belzenlock is among the top of them.
Aren't we all? I don't want to anger the dinosaurs. I don't want to actually kill.
At some point, you're gonna have to, right? Like,
Yeah. I'm gonna just send the Deep Root Elite at the dinosaur people.
all right. So Paul goes to 33.
It's a free.
Oh, never mind. Shit.
Yeah, because of the double
3.
lord. So 30.
Oh, yeah, you get double lords. I'm not even trying to argue for myself at this point. I'm just saying, like, beat me up all you want, but sooner or later, the dino plan is going to have to go away.
And I'm going to go to my end step, and I'm going to pitch this into my graveyard. And then I'll pass this turn.
So it's at the end step that I have to
Yeah, it's at the end
sacrifice?
step.
Yes.
That changes up my plans completely, so I actually can't make that play. So we're going to untap, we're going to upkeep, we're going to do Patrick's favorite thing on the planet, we're going to dredge 3, 1...
Like, y'all, I just want to... Paul, why would you... I would just want to attack him. I just want to attack him to death every time he does this. And you're keeping me... I could have had him to, like, 5.
You still can't... This wasn't a declaration of war. It was just a one-time particularly very good offer that I don't believe he can now replicate.
Okay.
I should have Windgrace judgmented your shit. That's what I should have done.
All right.
I thought
Pat,
you had
how about this?
What's
how
up?
about this? I'm going to play a group hug card. I know. Okay. So listen.
You are
listen.
not saying the right words to me.
Listen. Okay,
I'm going to dredge life from the loam and then play a group hug card. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
I always said in the past.
No, get close. I want to hug you.
Played cards.
Let's do that.
No. This is actually a group hug card. I'm actually going to play a group hug.
All right.
Okay. In the past, I've been like, okay, I'm going to play a group hug card.
Please
turns
place
out
it
to be
onto the
something
stack. Dear God, save me.
Horn of Greed.
I don't remember.
Whenever a player plays a land, that player draws a card.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, that definitely is a group hug card.
Okay?
No, I mean,
Okay.
I don't have any lands. Like, I agree with you that it's a group hug card, but you are going to use it more than everyone else. Yeah, it's fine.
Well,
Azusa's dead.
yeah. There was going to be a turn where I played Azusa and Horn of Greed, but
Well,
that
now
did
I'm
not.
glad that can't happen. Because that sounds fucked up.
I'm going to play a swamp, and I'm going to trigger Horn of Greed. I'm going to draw a card.
Sure.
I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to play the best art for Rampant Growth.
A sunflower.
That's a rampant growth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
dude
Look at
getting kind of like gently caressed by a sunflower.
It reminds you a little bit of
He's having a good
which hour was it? It was the one where the scorpion god was giving Ronus a shoulder massage.
Hour of Glory
That one.
is that card. Yeah, we can put Cameron, throw that one up there, and then maybe give us some nice sensual mood music.
Damn, you smell good.
All right, I'm going to put a forest into play tapped. All right, I'm going to pass the turn after that.
Okay. Untapping. Upkeeping. And +1/+1 counters for all my friends. So that's a 6/6, a 6/6, and a 5/6. Is what these friends are.
Not a problem at all. Sorry, I was just singing. That's my new favorite song off the Ariana Grande album. Sorry.
So
Miles Ariana Grande.
let me see what the land situation is. Patrick's tapped out. Jack's got a command tower. Alex got
4. Well, what are hand sizes too, though? That's relevant.
I have currently 3.
I'm at 5.
I have
7.
Oh, I am not doing.
Well, most of your hand is it's here. It's
Oh, yeah,
here.
that's true.
You put it into play.
2,
It's okay.
4. So here's what I'm going to do, and why I was kind of okay with the Archfiend being a thing. We're gonna tap red, 1, 2, 3 for Hour of Devastation.
Oh, hey.
All creatures lose indestructible until end of turn. Hour of Devastation deals 5 damage to each creature and each non-bolus planeswalker.
All right.
I'm going to do some random things. I'm going to make Adaptive Automaton unblockable until end of turn to get another quest counter.
I see. Okay.
And then,
I thought you were like,
this
I'm going to play
for
this
the
totally
So-
random counterspell or something.
So that'll hit both the enrage counters. So
Well, there's not going
this
to
is
be any
gonna
creatures left.
Yeah, so that's actually death is a state-based thing, right? So the 5 damage.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah. So Trapjaw has nothing to hit, but Ripjaw will draw me a card.
Trapjaw and Ripjaw sound. It's like fucking Bebop and Rocksteady. It's like one of them's like a hick warthog in the post-apocalypse. And what's the other one? What's Ripjaw?
Ripjaw, I think, is eating a vampire. Let's see.
Oh damn.
My name's Trapjaw.
Yeah,
and I'm
eating a
Ripjaw.
vampire here.
You came into the wrong neighborhood.
Sorry, it's all Southern today.
Isn't Trapjaw also eating a vampire?
They just do not fucking give these vampires a break. God damn.
Yes, Trapjaw is also eating a vampire.
Jesus. All right. Yeah, sure.
Hey, if you're a vampire, don't come over here. Okay, so I'm going to...
You have some lethal
I'm going
attacks.
to call for life totals.
Yeah, there's 19 on Fishboy, 13 on Shinkari, 36 on me, and 31 on you.
So I've got 6, 12, 17 on board.
Yep. So
here...
what do I gotta do to have you not kill me?
What have I got to do to have you attack?
So here's the thing. What I think I gotta have both of you do, because I'm gonna get the shit needle out of me with a little slightly more expensive poison boy. If I do this, I can't
do anything. You killed my only guy, and then I made another guy to have a relevant play, and then you killed that guy. So I mean, it did
how much mana do you
why
have
are y'all
now,
making
and how much
deals
does Virtus got?
with the most powerful person on the table? That's what I'm saying. We are all
I
just
think
going
they're
to get
making
killed by this
deals
guy.
because I could otherwise kill Alex right now or beat Jack to within an inch of his life. Or I could try and equalize you with them, which is probably the play if these two agree to let me attempt to do my business upon you.
Okay.
Sure.
I would just, sure. I get y'all got to do it to not literally lose, but I really hope you come up with something, because...
As a wise philosopher once said, sure, buddy.
Alright, so this is 17 dinosaur damage at
got it.
Patrick. I'm going to go to main 2, and just to not leave myself completely bare, I will cast a metallic mimic declaring dinosaurs.
So that your dinos come into play with...
Yes, it itself is a 2/1. And that's going to be the turn.
Well, that sucked. I'm going to play a Terramorphic Expanse and draw a card. I think we're just going to lose to dinosaurs.
How much damage can you do to Paul?
With this board?
Okay.
I'm sorry, are you talking to someone else or...
No.
Because with this board, that's like a nothing is what I can do, big dog. That's
all right.
I got Jack and shit.
Okay.
Jack's over there, so...
Yeah, I know. That's...
You got me, buddy. It's okay.
So I guess I'm just going to play the world status assault formation. Each creature I control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. And then it has the ability to pump my creature's toughness, and then the ability to make defenders attack as though they didn't have defender. It's really just there's like a bunch of random cards in here that have a shitload of toughness. Like Gorm is a 4-mana 2/7, so I was like, oh, I could do that. I guess I technically should. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, so I'll play Gorm. So Gorm is effectively a 7/7. Assuming that this goes unimpeded, I can at least take one of your dinos in single combat on the following turn. And that's going to be it for me. Pass off to Jack.
I'm going to play an unclaimed territory and elect Merfolk.
And you're going to draw a card. Draw
Seems like a
that
good choice.
sweet card, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, draw a card. It seems like Merfolk matters over there.
Yeah. I'm going to play Forerunner of the Heralds.
Merfolk Matters almost sounds like a...
that
a
lets you
newspaper.
look for a Merfolk.
Yeah, I get to look for a Merfolk card, reveal it, shuffle my library, and put it on top of it.
Okay.
And whenever another Merfolk enters the battlefield under my control, I put a +1/+1 counter on Forerunner of the Heralds.
Seems to be a bit of a theme with you and your Merfolk.
Yeah, I mean,
There's like a horny interpretation, but I'm going to go with the platonic one. They just get really excited to see their friends.
yeah.
Like they're kind of just chilling by themselves on an empty board, and then another one shows up and they're like, "Oh my god, yeah, Hey, Gary, I haven't
seen you in ages.
Yeah.
How are you?
How's that side of the river? Holy shit. Haven't been able to get over there. That's right. Sometimes we can be wholesome on this show and not filthy degenerates.
Is that Starfish Buck still open over there?
Ooh, okay. Oh, hold on. Real quick, before we move off of it, the Merfolk Kingdom would have a channel called Under the C-SPAN.
Oh my god, yes.
Thank you. Sorry, we can move on. I just had to get it in there. There we go.
So I'm looking for anything that helps deal with the dinosaurs, and you know what? I think the best thing I have is this Surge Spanner.
Okay, what's that thing do?
It's 4 for a 2/2. Whenever it becomes tapped, I may pay 1 and a blue. If I do, return target permanent to its owner's hand.
Yeah, right. Okay. Merfolks are just like water elves to me. Like I'm familiar enough with a lot of the cards, but I don't know the specifics.
I mean, that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
It's actually interesting though. The difference is that the Merfolk are like they're good. They don't. Yeah. They don't just make a bunch of mana and just kind of like sit in a circle praying. The Merfolk are like they really diversify. One of them's like bouncing shit, and one of them's tapping shit. One's an accountant, and there's the one that has the pickup truck. One person decided I'm going to get the vehicle that can help us move shit.
One of them has a truck.
Okay, and I'm going to pass that.
Everybody has their friend, the one friend that has the pickup truck.
Yeah.
You all know because you've called that person anytime you needed anything moved. And they're happy to be the pickup truck friend.
It's like a universal thing as well. It happens in the UK. Like everyone knows someone with a Ford Transit or something like that.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
All right, let's see if I can do the thing I want to do, which might help us with our dinosaur problem.
Please grant me death. Or grant the
death?
dino's death. One or the other. I mean, Paul, you've already stabbed me in the back so many times this game, I've lost count. All right,
I'm going to tap 8.
I'm full of more holes than the recent Fantastic Beast movie. #SEO value. It's lit, kids.
Well, let me remind you, the first stab was really my arm gently repositioned to you.
Okay,
Pat.
All right, what's up?
The attack did not go to
Pat.
We can talk because you didn't
happen.
dredge. I'm sorry.
Right.
The haze is lifted. The blood mist is gone.
Right. I'm going to do something and don't kill it.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Right? Borborygmos Enraged.
Okay.
Borborygmos Enraged is a 8 mana 7/6 with trample.
God.
And says whenever he deals combat damage to a player, I reveal the top 3 cards of my library and put all land cards revealed this way into my hand and the rest into my graveyard. I can discard a land card, and Borborygmos Enraged deals 3 damage to target creature or player. So any target. So I'm going to go ahead, and you're going to be drawing a couple cards. So I'm going to discard this swamp and deal 3 damage to your Ripjaw.
Okay, and so it is now a 5/3.
Okay, cool. I was making sure the metallic mimic.
Then I'm going to discard this Dakmor Salvage. I'm going to deal 3 damage to your Raptor.
Okay, so now it is a dead.
Yes.
Yeah, it's murdered.
And then I'm going to discard this Mountain. I'm going to deal 3 damage to your Wayward Swordtooth.
It is now.
I know what you're saying. Hey, Alex, what are you going to do? You just discarded a bunch of lands. Do you have any left in your hand? And the answer is yes, I do. Life from the Loam. I'm going to return.
This is the only good use of Life from the Loam that has ever been done, is to fill your hand with lightning bolts.
God bless.
I'm going to put a Swamp, a Mountain, and a Verdant Catacombs into my hand.
For one brief moment, Shinkari, our people, the Loamers and the non-Loamers, can reach some sort of an accord, a war truce.
I'm going to bolt your Swordtooth.
Yes, so now the Swordtooth is also dead. Goodbye.
Yes, and
City's Blessing, I'll just...
So I'm going to double bolt your other guy.
The Trap Jaw
like to target my... What?
I was like, oh yeah, the Trap Jaw Tyrant.
Yeah. So that's gonna kill it, yeah?
Yeah, so...
Can we just shortcut the exiling, or is there one specific target you wanted to hit?
Well, it's O-Ring, so when the second one hits, they would come back into play anyways.
Yeah, what I'll do is I will, off the first discard, and this might change things, I will exile Borborygmos.
Right. So I'm gonna target the Mountain. Mountain, here's the first one. I'm gonna target your Snapjaw.
And then, I know, yeah. Because then I'll target... Well, it has to resolve, and then... Well, my trigger is on the stack, you're going to do it again, right?
That depends. Declare your target.
I'm targeting Borborygmos enraged with the Trapjaw Tyrant trigger.
Okay, and with that on the stack, I'm gonna bolt your dice.
Yes.
All right. So then Borborygmos enraged re-enters.
Yes.
And then anything you would get with the second thing doesn't happen,
Yeah, for
right?
a brief second, it was exiled, and then the 3 damage finished off the last bit of damage that we needed. So I hope you all remember what I've done for you this day.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't say that I can't. I mean, I'm looking at the fucking temple, the Golden City, buddy. With whatever these fucking giant oak things Gorm has on his hands.
Yeah. Then I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay.
My good Cyclopsy boy.
What I'm going to do is I will play Path of Ancestry, enters tapped.
Ooh, that's a good one. I love that card.
Do I have to declare anything? No, it's just...
No.
Okay. Draw a card for Horn of Greed. Then I'm going to pay 1 for a Soul Ring.
Okay.
Then I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for Gishath.
Oh, are we going to have a giant dinosaur fight a giant Cyclops?
It will enter with a +1/+1 counter.
Okay, so how big does that make it?
This is Gishath is now an 8/7 trample vigilance haste.
Sweet.
Oh man, this feels bad. Jack, big sorry. Gishath, coming at you. 8/7.
I'm just gonna take the full 8.
Wow. Okay. All right. And so this is, by the way, real quick, before we do this, Paul,
yes.
We've mentioned
Please,
the curse,
God.
and then we literally saw it. So tell us again how this works.
Yes. The curse of Gishath is that, as you can see in Friendetta episode 6, go look it up on YouTube now.
It's a good episode.
The first time I get a Gishath trigger off, it completely whiffs.
And how many dinos are you playing in your deck? Just so everybody knows that if this does happen again, we know the math.
Oh yeah, it is 25. It is a full quarter of the deck, over a quarter of the 99.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's roll it. Cameron, fire up that good spread of cards.
Oh, yeah. Something
All
like
right.
that. That was probably really annoying for my neighbors. I'm sorry.
Do your neighbors live under your desk?
Well,
literally under your playmat?
We got thin walls. Okay,
I see.
So
that's fine.
Reveal 8 cards from the top of my library.
All right, let's see
A
them.
Mirari's Wake.
Okay.
Hey, I got one. A Kanjali's Sunwing.
Okay.
That's a 2/3 flying. Creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. That's going to go for 1, 2, 3. Command Tower. 4. Relentless Raptor. This is a 3/3 vigilance. Attacks or blocks each combat if able.
Okay. So that's 4.
5. Vandal Blast. 6. Arch of Veraska. 7. Steadfast Armator. 2/3 vigilance. I can pay 1 and a white and tap it to have it deal damage equal to its toughness to target creature blocking or blocked by it.
Okay.
And then let's see what we get with the last one. A Thought Vessel. So
and these all come in with +1/+1 counters, right? Because of the Metallic Mimic?
That is indeed correct.
Sweet.
So, not a whiff.
Hey,
the counseling paid off. And then these other cards go to the bottom of my library in a random order.
I'm sorry. I love the idea of like you and Gishath holding hands in a fucking couples therapy room.
It's particularly difficult logistically because Gishath got those teeny tiny T-Rex arms.
It's also slightly a problem because Gishath only speaks in roars. So
let me paint a different picture then. You are in a comfy chair in the office room of this therapist, and you're actually pushed up right against the wall, and Gishath is outside. This is on like the 3rd story, and his little hand is through the window as he's just right next to there, and you're holding hands with him.
Okay. We're going to pause for a second because I just shuffled my hand back into my library.
Oh.
Cool. So all of my cards revealed by Gishath are now on the bottom of the library, and I will pass the turn.
Shinkari, I feel like we've sometimes we're friends, sometimes we're enemies.
Yes.
That's the point of the whole show.
Yes.
But you just did so much work, and I'm going to try to get you back for it.
Okay.
I'm going to try to help you out. Okay, so Gorm is a 2/7 that is effectively a 7/7 with this, in terms of it'll deal that much damage in terms of its power. All right, so I'm going to need you to remember me.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
This is I'm gonna play a card from Guilds of Ravnica.
Okay.
I'm gonna play Find Finality. So I'm gonna cast the Finality portion, which says I may put 2+1/+1 counters on a creature that I control.
Yes.
Then all creatures get -4/-4 until end of turn. So if I'm understanding this correctly, Gorm is going to become a 4/9, and then is going to lose. Everything's going to get -4/-4.
Okay.
So that should kill all of Paul's newly made dinosaurs in the Metallic Mimic.
Yes, that is correct.
Right.
And that Aury had gotten to Trevor once.
And that Gishath, if I'm not mistaken, is now a 4/3. Gorm is actually vigilant and says Gorm the Great must be blocked if able, and Gorm must be blocked by 2 or more creatures if able. So I'm going to attack Paul with a 0/5 that has to be blocked by Gishath.
Okay. Gishath now being a 4/3.
Yes. And then Gorm the Great, because of Assault Formation, is going to kill Gishath and live to tell the tale.
That is correct. I did not leave myself a space.
That has to be better than any story they tell in the arena of that plane. Like,
the Valor's Reach or whatever.
Yeah, like, like I was fighting this one guy. Dude, I punched a dinosaur. Like,
well, really, I let loose some form of roar that killed like 6 dinosaurs and a robot and then punched their boss to death. Just wrestled him down. Put Gorm in Smash Brothers. Let Gorm say fuck. We need a Gorm Disney princess. Okay, anyway, that's the end of my turn.
Do you have magic
Jack,
hands?
I'll pass to you.
Magic hair?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, but Jack, it's all you.
Okay.
So
and you're going to draw a card we don't know anything
I
about.
have a question.
Uh-huh.
Following that play,
Yeah.
who's the threat now? Because I have been wiped out.
So
Well, you can play Gishath again eventually, right?
Eventually, yes.
In terms of who's the threat now, it's either me or Shinkari, for sure.
I mean, Gorm is definitely big.
It's a 9/9. Well, it's a 4/9 that can force up to 2 creatures to block it. But again, I don't really. Sorry, this is the way that this deck wins. Gorm is just he's really just there to hold the bags.
Coughing's gonna try his best though. He just did.
Coffee.
Oh, that's great. It gave them -4/-4 because it's a poison type. I love it. Okay.
So did he use haze? Is that the attack he used?
It would be Smog, I would think.
You think smog?
Well, Smog deals damage. Haze doesn't, right?
Yeah, but like he didn't deal damage. He gave everyone -4/-4. He basically.
Yeah, but the Haze isn't an offensive move.
Yeah, I mean
That's what I'm saying. Is this at least had an offensive application?
Yeah, maybe.
Yo, Ness has appeared. Ness is my first unlock. Thank fucking God.
Right here on
I
Friendetta.
love Smash Brothers so much. Everyone on it's a crossover. Smash Brothers is such an ambitious crossover game that it's now appeared in my YouTube series.
I'm gonna play an effect we've definitely not seen before. I'm gonna play Merrow Harbinger, which lets me search my library for a Merfolk card, reveal it, shuffle my library, and put that on top.
Man, dude, that island walk seems dope right now, don't you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. I am going to make it a little bit more viable though, because I believe I am looking for a Merfolk. Yeah, I'm going to find Aquitect's Will.
That's actually
which is a 1 blue tribal sorcery Merfolk. Put a flood counter on target land. That land is an island in addition to its other types, as long as it has a flood counter on it. If I control a Merfolk, draw a card. So if y'all ever doubt it, that there aren't like random Merfolk cards here.
Oh yeah, God, Lorwyn
the physical
was such
proof
a
of
time.
that.
Lorwyn was definitely a good time because it gave us.
God bless Lorwyn.
I mean, it just gave us Nath of the Guilt Leaf. I mean, and Risk the Redeemed.
Okay, I'm gonna pass the turn after that.
I'm gonna untap, go to my upkeep, and Pat, come on, I gotta do it. I gotta
look. I mean, you know the consequences of your actions. We had as far as I'm concerned, you did that, and then I did that. We had a 1 for 1.
I'm saying I need to do this. I need to be able to do that.
No, I know, I get it. I understand now, but
line.
I'm sorry, you just can't. It doesn't make sense. It's a visceral reaction that I have as a person, and I could work on it, but I don't think that I ever will. It's just when I hear the words dredge, I'm going to dredge life from the loam. It just does things to me.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put life from the loam in my hand. I'm gonna dredge 3. I'm gonna put Nissa Vastwood Seer, Forge of Heroes, and a mountain into my hand, or into the graveyard. And then I'm gonna tap 3 black.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast Beseech the Queen.
Ooh.
Beseech the Queen is an interesting hybrid mana. You guys probably saw it before with the Reaper King episode. So I can either play back black or 2 of any kind for this mana cost. I chose to cast it for 3 black. I'm going to search my library for a card with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of lands I control, reveal it, and put it into my hand. So I'm going to search for something with CMC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or less.
So you're looking for a card.
A card,
You've
yes.
got some. So your hand will be Life from the Loam and this thing.
Yes. There's a kind of pet card of mine that I put into this deck that I kind of want to play.
Okay. Well, live your life. Chase your bliss.
All right. Garruk, Apex Predator.
Whoa. Hello.
Oh, okay.
I have
Hello, handsome.
Garruk is my favorite planeswalker, and his progression into the Apex Predator has made me a very, very happy Garruk fan. What's made me a sad Garruk fan is that he hasn't shown up in the storyline since M15. What makes me excited for the future is that maybe, just maybe, Garruk is going to get one of those signature spell packs where he gets choke, and I get an image of Garruk just choking Jace, because that happened in the story.
I think that would make a lot of people happy.
When you say it happened in the story, do you mean your fan fiction?
No. So in the story of M15, Jace goes to find Garruk because he finds out about Garruk through Liliana, and he's like, "Oh, Garruk, come with us, and we'll save you. We'll be able to do something." He's like, "I don't want your help, mind mage," and he starts beating the crap out of him and starts choking him.
That's actually that sounds super intolerant. I'm sorry. That like went from like Garrick's a badass to Garruk just attacks the shit out of Jace unprovoked.
Yeah, and
right.
Jace had to essentially create an illusion that spaced out Garrick's hands so that he could slip underneath his hands. But Garruk's a big boy, so we're gonna play Garruk right now. Here's Gare Bear, Apex Predator, good old Gare Bear. He's a big axe wieldy boy. And so what's great is that I get to gain life equal to target. So his -3 is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go over there and kill that Gorm. And I love
how you're trying to be like, Pat, we're friends. And I'm like, all right, sweet, cool.
Yeah, and then boop.
And gain 9 life.
Yeah, I'm going to gain 9 life. It was mostly because I wanted to gain 9 life and be up at 22 and not 13.
Sweet.
I am then going to spread the love around and attack Paul.
Yep. And that is 7
damage.
Which brings me down to 23.
Oh, I had you at 24. Oh, you took the 1 from the Merfolk?
Yeah.
Or whatever?
At one point, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So then Borborygmos' other line of text happens, and I reveal the top 3 cards of my library, put all land cards revealed this way into my hand, the rest into my graveyard. So 1, a 2,
a land,
a 3. I'm upset about that Courser of Crucifix. The question is, do I want it to be a lightning bolt or do I want it to be a cantrip? And I think the answer to that is pass the turn.
All right. So when you were saying who's the threat now,
yeah.
I think we figured it out. You were.
I mean,
he was. I was. You killed the only other threatening thing on the table, big dog. And you put a fucking Garruk Apex Predator into play. I'm not mad. It's cool. I'm just saying you can't. This isn't one of those cases we could be like, well, maybe
he's
it's
the
other
Apex
guy.
Predator. You can't just put an Apex Predator into play.
No, look, and I'm into this thing too that I think Gorm would want to get punched by Garruk at least once in his life.
Yeah, at least once in his life. I want to experience things,
Try it on. Give it a shot.
Try it on. Give it a shot.
All right. So I could bring Gishath back this turn, but I don't think that's smart since there's a thing that can just kill it, even if it's not immediately upon the next turn.
Well,
so
doesn't Gishath have
something.
haste?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can just kill him immediately, right?
Yeah, but I was really hoping. Oh no, that is how that would work. But then I've still got the Borborygmos to deal with, which might be worth.
Well, I mean, how much? How
So
much,
there's
how
a
many
safe
cards
thing. There's a
does Shikari
safe.
have in hand right now?
I think.
Can you tell us? 2, and we know one of them's a land.
The other one could be anything. It could even be a boat. You know how much we've wanted one of those.
Light from below. Okay, we're gonna make the risky play. Patrick, remind me after this to tell you what the other thing I could do is.
Okay, sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To bring Gishath back out, scry trigger from the unclaimed or Path of Ancestry rather. I will leave this up here. Okay. So Gishath's back. How you doing? Gishath is gonna I'm gonna regret this. Gishath is gonna run an Alex for a solid 7. Which is less than the 9 you gave.
Are you sure you don't want to attack Garruk Apex Predator?
What are the plus modes? What would I immediately have to worry about?
Destroy target Planeswalker.
Okay, I don't have one of those.
Put a 3/3 black beast creature token with Death Touch onto the battlefield. And then once he gets to 3, I can destroy target creature and gain life equal to its toughness.
Well, but yeah, if you want to get the dinos, though, you got to...
Yeah. Because that's the thing. I don't get any Gishath triggers off of hitting a Planeswalker.
All right, so I'm taking 7 damage then?
Yeah, I'm going to be a greedy piece of shit right now. I left that on the top. I'm an idiot. I did not think this through. I'm a dummy.
Wait, why? What?
So I scried, remember, for unclaimed or for Path of Ancestors. You know what?
I see.
It is what it is.
I see. Okay.
I have a Thundering Spine back. Other dinosaurs you control get +1/+1. Pay 5 and a green to create a 3/3 green dinosaur token with trample. So that's 2. 3. Prowling Serpentpard, creature but not a dinosaur. Can't be countered. Creature spells you control can't be countered. So that's 3. Ho!
Uh-oh.
Galto Primal Hunger.
Woo!
That's a 12/12 trample.
Holy moly.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, a Mosswort Bridge. And 7, ironic, but won't get to keep it, Dinosaur Stampede.
I see. Okay,
Yeah.
so you get... How big is the spine? Whatever?
The Thundering Spineback is a 5/5.
Okay, and it makes these other dinos. So you have an 8/7 and a 13/13.
Yes, that's correct.
We're back. All right. And Paul, how likely is it that you think it would be for you to murder me?
I gotta say it depends on how your turn plays out, because right now you're the person that I'm gonna say I'm least worried about.
Okay.
But
so,
if you to do something fucked up, that would change.
No, I mean I got it. I'm all out of fucked up. Sorry. I got as much of it from the store as I could. I want to play a sweet card that doesn't do anything to the board state. Is what I want to do. Mostly because I just want to show some people who don't know that this card exists what it is. You know what? I'm going to do it. If I die,
I am interested.
If I die, everyone will know. I'm going to tap out for 7, and I'm going to play Elbrus the Binding Blade.
Oh, you played that.
My god, no.
I've never, ever... Okay, so Elbrus the Binding Blade it's a 7-mana legendary artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+0. I have no creatures. And whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, I unattach Elbrus and I transform it. And the transformation is called Worthengar Unbound. I got this card for like $1. It's fucking crazy. I mean, I don't know that it's good. I just meant I found it and I thought it was sweet. It's a 13/13 flying intimidate trample, and it says whenever a player loses the game, put 13 +1/+1 counters on Worthengar. So it only works if I don't have haste creatures. I have like 1 pair of boots that does it, but I want to put this on the field. That's what I would like to do. I don't know if that does up your threat level, but I just had to. It's like
the answer depends on. Well, actually, no, because you are tapped out. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't have any. I just want to play a seat.
But card. I did. Just for clarification, because this doesn't come up that often. Can you equip an equipment that you control onto someone else's thing?
You cannot.
No.
Okay, then yeah.
They're your pants. You can't put your pants on someone else's dog. You only put pants on your dog.
What?
I don't know what to do with that, so I'm gonna do nothing with it.
Look, I'm saying you'll never forget how equipment works if you think about it like that.
You can't put your own pants on another person's dog. Abraham Lincoln, 1734.
Wayne Gretzky. Michael Scott. Okay. But yeah, that's it. That's all for your boy.
I'm going to untap. I'm going to tap one boy, and I'm going to cast Aquatect's Will.
Yeah, it's that card.
And I'm going to target the unclaimed territory controlled by my dinosaur friend.
So I will just pull this one out here so that it is marked.
It's an island in addition to its other types, and I draw a card for owning a merfolk. That is not great. Okay.
I'm getting some real fucked up infect vibes right now.
No, I just feel bad because you got on this episode because you didn't have any lands, and yet somehow it's fucking happened again.
Yeah. I'm going to go to my answer tab and discard this heroic intervention and pass.
All right.
I'm now not getting those vibes.
I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to play Lord Windgrace.
Hi.
He's back.
He's back! And he also has a lot of really sweet targets. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to -3. I'm going to put up to 2 land cards from my graveyard into play. So I'm going to put Forge of Heroes and this mountain.
Turn.
So Forge of Heroes says, choose target commander that entered the battlefield this turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on it if it's a creature, and a loyalty counter on it if it's a planeswalker. Next, I'm going to play a mountain for turn, and I'm going to trigger Horn of Greed, and I'm going to draw a card.
Do they come into play tapped or no?
No. Into play untapped.
This is a minus ability, so it seems reasonable.
Yeah, sure. No, that's fair.
I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to cast Life from Below. I'm going to return a swamp, a mountain, and a... Do I have a forest? I don't. So we're going to grab a Verdant Catacombs. Then, all my hand went onto the floor. So we're just going to do what I came here to do, and we're going to +1. We're going to make a 3/3 black beast token with Death Touch, represented by this upside down Elf Warrior creature token.
Okay.
Just like that. This is my 3/3 black beast with Death Touch. Then I'm going to say pass.
Na, 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 na.
Let's see. So untap, upkeep. These triggers will happen. So my dinosaurs will get +1/+1, and I'm going to gain 10 life, which I believe puts me to 33. Tap 1, 2, 3 to cast Radiant Destiny. This is an enchantment. Also with Ascend, I'm Ascended. I get to choose dinosaurs. So my dinosaurs get +1/+1 and also now have Vigilance.
Is there any other text in there?
No, that's what it does. So 19, 11, and 15.
Yes.
We got a Borborygmos to deal with. We've got a Garrick to deal with. And we've got a Windgrace to deal with, and that Death Touch thing.
Yep.
So I'm assuming the Death Touch thing will just Death Touch a thing, because that's,
yes.
As one is wont to do.
Yes. As Death Touch do.
We've got...
Death Touch is like, yo, you know what? For once, I'm gonna Life Touch.
We've got the...
No, that's Wormcoil Engine.
We've got the Merfolk that is... What does it do? Which one is that?
2/3 with Island Walk.
2/3 with Island.
As sad as it
and
sounds.
We got an Elbrus, the whatever. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to point the I'm going to point Galta and Thundering Spineback at Alex, and I'm going to point Gishath at... Elbrus is scarier on paper, but the Merfolk doesn't do anything. Yeah, Gishath... I'm going to point Gishath at Patrick, because Patrick has more life. So that's where they're all going to go.
So I have can you read to me what Galta's power and toughness is?
Yes. Galta is a 15/15 trample vigilance.
15/15 trample and vigilance.
So before you go making any rash decisions there, Shinkara.
Okay.
Priority
is yours first.
I think killing Gishath is kind of more important.
All right.
Because otherwise just more dinosaurs are going to appear.
All right.
And to make your decision a bit easier for you, I'm going to cast Beast Within targeting Galta.
Oh my god.
So that's going to chill out here. We'll figure out what's going on.
He dies and you get a free green beast.
Wait, I thought you were saying you wanted to kill Gishath.
Yeah, I do, but someone has lands in their hand that they can discard to deal 3 damage.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Sorry. My bad.
So what is the toughness of Gishath?
A 9 toughness.
9 toughness. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to discard Verdant Catacombs, deal 3 damage to Gishath, discard a Swamp, deal 3 damage to Gishath, and discard a Mountain, deal 3 damage to Gishath.
Okay, there we go.
This Borborygma shit, I've never seen this card do this much. Again, aside from the literal win the game in a combo, where it's just always going to
and then we have the Thundering Spine back left to Thunder. 7/7. Vigilance.
I will put my 3/3 Death Toucher in front of it.
Yep. So that's gonna be that.
Hooray.
We did it.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah.
So we'll go to main phase 2. This is
like the most fluctuating I've seen board states where like where like no one has real sweepers, right? Like I know I played Fine Finality, but it's not like Wrath of God, it's like, oh, and someone goes up and someone goes down.
I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll do it like I'll leave the Jungle Shrine untapped. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I will cast a Carnage Tyrant.
Oh,
that's a big boy.
All right. Well, that one's not going to get targeted. So that's
that one's not going to get bolted anytime
That's a 7/6 hex-proof trampler that can't be countered.
Which is also an 8/7 and gives it vigilance because the Radiant Destiny is still in play.
No, you're not wrong.
I will scry 1 for the Path of Ancestry.
Damn.
Yeah, I think that has to stay on the top.
Okay.
We did it.
Well, interesting game. Okay. Is that all you got?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, holy moly. We are in the thick of it, gang. This is a beast of a game. All right, I'm going to draw a card. Play 3 mana, and I'm going to play Whisper Silk Cloak. Whisper Silk Cloak says a quick creature can't be blocked and has Shroud. I don't have Virtus mana, so that's not a thing. I'm gonna do my Shinkari impression, and I'm gonna play an Okran Assassin, also from Guilds of Ravnica.
Hey.
It has Death Touch. It's a 1/1, and it says all creatures able to block Okran Assassin do so.
It's a green-black elf.
Yeah, it's a green-black elf. It's a little Death Toucher. There you go. And then just because I guess I can, it's also holding Elbrus the Binding Blade now, motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Which is great because it has a little blade in the art, so that's canon now. If you didn't know. Oh well, actually, and it won't matter because Assault Formation is out, so it's a 2/1 that deals 1 damage with its butt.
1 damage. Yeah.
I love it. Okay, yeah, that's all for me, pals.
Cool. Draw. Oh, hello.
Uh-oh. Found something? Found something you like?
2 blue. I'm going to cast Lord of Atlantis.
Ooh, okay.
Hello.
All Merfolk gain Island Walk and get +1/+1. And I don't know what's good for me ever, so I'm going to attack Paul for 3 unblockable.
A 3 unblockable. Down to 30 life.
That's what I like about you, Jack. You'll stare death in the fucking eyes. That's what I like.
The Carnage Tyrant can't quite one-hit me, and therefore I'm fine. Anyway, I'm going to pass.
It's rather far off from 1 hit.
Well, there is a beast.
I'm going to untap, upkeep. I'm going to dredge Dakmor Salvage. I'm going to mill 2, top 2. Blasphemous Act and, Centaur Vinecrasher. That's a pretty good card. That's going to go into my hand. And in my main phase, I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to cast a card that's very near and dear to Matt Dennis's heart. The Gitrog Monster.
I'm glad to hear you make the same sound I make when I see the Gitrog Monster.
So I'm going to go ahead and normally I would play a land for Horn of Greed, but I'm actually going to discard Command Tower to Lord Windgrace here. And I'm going to draw 2 cards and then draw an additional card.
Dear God.
So 1, 2, additional. So I'm going to activate Borborygmos, and I'm going to Bolt Paul for 3.
Okay.
And since this card went to a graveyard, since a land went to a graveyard, I can draw a card. And since Dakmor Salvage is in my graveyard, I'm going to dredge 2 instead of drawing a card.
Dear God. It just doesn't stop. People are like, I wonder why Patrick hates dredge so much. It's just sickening to look at.
Then I'm going to do it again.
All right.
Dredge 2, do it again. Dredge 2. Can I put the top 14 cards of my library into my graveyard and just shortcut and kill you?
Wait, is this like a combo? Do you have the ability to do this?
So every time I discard Dakmor Salvage to Borborygmos to deal 3 damage, it puts the Gitrog Monster ability on the stack, which says since a card.
Oh wait, are we all just dead? Is this not like a little loop, an infinite loop?
Whenever 1 or more land cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere, draw a card.
Yeah.
And since Dakmor Salvage is in my graveyard, instead of drawing a card, I'm going to put it back in my hand.
So we're all dead. You've killed us all.
Well, it depends on how many cards are in his library, but theoretically,
we can.
Yes.
So I'm going to put the top 14 into my library.
I mean, I'm not like eager to die. I'm feeling like I don't know.
Yeah, because there's nothing I can do about this.
Right.
Okay.
So 2 once, twice, 6 times, 7 times.
Yes.
Dakmor Salvage is back in my hand. Pow.
All right. So Paul's been landed to death.
Yes.
All right, and then what? And then what about the rest of us, good buddy?
I'm trying to figure out if I can kill you.
Well, how many cards are in your library is, I think, the question.
Yeah, I would have to imagine that you can.
You would need 20 cards in your library total.
22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35,
that seems
36,
like it's
37,
enough.
38.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, I'm going to go through my loop. Discard Dakmor Salvage to Borborygmos. Draw a card off the Gitrog Monster, but instead dredge 2.
Yeah.
And deal 3 damage to Jack.
Well, you just told us you can do it, so we're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Then you win.
Hooray.
Yeah, you did. I mean, unless you have action, but I don't think Jack has 2 mana to keep us all from dying from Borborygmos, right?
I mean, this doesn't do anything here.
Yeah,
so.
I negate your land. I was like, okay. Well, GG's. I was excited to like hissing Quagmire with my fucking Elbrus to like sneak in and get someone with Worthengard just to put a sweet demon into play, but no, that's all.
Can I actually say that I'm actually very excited because out of all the Friendetta games I've been on, this is my first win.
Yeah, there you go. Congratulations.
Hey.
You did it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, well, sweet. Dang, that game came to an abrupt end. Well, now I don't like Borborygmos anymore. I was really excited about it for a while. And then, well, actually, I put that more on Gitrog. That's more on Gitrog's degeneracy than it is my good Bori.
Well, I'd say they're equal players in that.
I'm just saying, Borborygmos was just out here killing dinos until the Gitrog monster showed up and said, "Hey, do you just want to murder everybody?"
Yeah.
Hands him some crystal Dakmor salvage, and he never looked back. And so ends another fantastic, incredibly hilarious, perfect, handsome, beautiful, fun, amazing game of Friendetta. But it doesn't have to end just yet. If you haven't seen all of the episodes, you can click on the playlist here, and you can see them all. You can watch them in any order because you're watching this desynced from time, pre-recorded, anytime that you like. Or if you've seen them all, then maybe you can see them all again, or find a friend and watch them together with those, maybe a play group. Anyways, this show and all of my recordings and all of my creations, rather, are powered by Patreon. You can see the patrons scrolling by your screen right there. Friendetta uploads every single Monday, whether it's very early or in some cases very late. But either way, if you're watching this on a Monday, then that means you are one of the first people to see it. If you're watching it later in the week, it means you have only a few short days until the next installment. I'm Skarazard. We are the Friendetta crew, and I appreciate your watching, and I hope that you have a fantastic day. We'll see you next week.